All right. Okay, thank you again, everyone, for coming. We have our, I've lost track now, number sixth candidate here today. And this is Miss Debbie Bourgois. All right.
Thanks for having me. So I have the questions that you can see up there. And the first thing is, why do I want this position? And the first reason that I want the position is because it's in my nature to volunteer, to help where I believe I can. And in this case with SC4, I think I can help here. Second, when I chaired the St. Clair County Library Millage campaign in 2014, I took a look at the demographics of the county, and I was quite shocked to learn that while the state of Michigan has about 24 to 25% of the population with some college, St. Clair County only has 15%. And I found that pretty alarming, and was hoping that maybe by being a candidate here, I could help that situation. Thirdly, I believe I relate to county residents. I am a first-generation college graduate in my own family. I started right out of high school at community college, and then later I went back to community college as an adult. So I understand the challenges that students face on both ends. Also, I'm a substitute teacher, excuse me, and I've seen the, what both students and teachers face on that level as well. And lastly, I'm a big fan of the college radio station that you have here, so I definitely want to see that to continue. What's the difference between managing a college and managing a business? Well, if you looked at it purely as dollars and cents kind of thing, you might think there is no difference or it's the same. But I think there's a really big difference. And the difference to me would be the stakeholders, or the customers, if you will. Here at SC4, you have staff, students, but also the taxpayers. And education is funded completely differently than a business would be funded. So that's a huge difference. If you purchase a car, your expectation is that a car is going to take you from point A to point B, and for a certain period of time. The car is actually something tangible. Your education, not quite as tangible. Sometimes your car will just get you to work, but going to school is something that's much more involved. Sometimes it's not so clear with education on what you get out of it, or the return on investment isn't always immediate. I've heard recently a lot of comments from people that say that college is not worth it. Typically that's connected with cost, but I've heard it in a lot of contexts, and I feel pretty strongly that education is absolutely worth it. So I would say an emphatic yes to education. What does shared governance mean to me? In the context of SC4, again, I believe it involves all the constituents, not simply Port Huron residents or just students or board members, but all the constituents. And I think having a strong community college is important for the entire county. And the county has been supportive of the college in the past, and certainly we want to see that continue. Would I consider visiting campus and meet with students? Absolutely. Would I consider meeting with faculty? Certainly. I've met with some faculty already, and I really enjoyed meeting with them, so I would actively seek that, and students as well. Can I foresee any problems with these visits? And I think, like anything, there could be timing issues, so their meetings might have to be coordinate schedules to make that happen. ideas for the college, and how do I plan to get the Bluewater area on board? Well, my master's degree is in integrated marketing communications, so I'm really all about marketing and communication. And I've heard 2 other candidates in the course of this process specifically mention their interest in additional marketing on behalf of the college. And I think that that's an area where I can really make an impact. To me, communication is not the same as advertising. It's a two-way street that includes listening. And already, as I've said, I've heard comments and concerns that were really interesting point of views that I had not considered already. So just already in this little short time, I've learned quite a bit. And I believe it's important, to communicate with all the stakeholders, teachers, administrators, students, taxpayers, and businesses. Do I believe that college is strongest when there's support from the community? Absolutely. And do I foresee any problems with televising or YouTube? No, not at all. That goes with the integrated marketing communications territory, so I don't have any problems with that whatsoever. So now I can answer your questions, I hope, if you have any for me.
You said you worked for the library?
Mm-hmm. The library millage campaign in 2014. Yeah, because education is really important to me, and I think the library provides a great service to the county and the community, so I definitely wanted to see them keep that up. And they did, it passed, so thank you, everybody. Yeah.
Deborah, you said you attended this school as an adult and also as a younger woman?
Yeah, I went to actually Macomb Community College because I was right out of high school, resident of Macomb. And then when I went back as an adult, it was to finish what I had already started at Macomb. So I didn't come to SC4 specifically. But a definite difference as a right out of high school person and somebody coming back older and adult.
At Macomb.
Correct.
So what differences did you see that you would specifically like to see implemented in changes?
I think the biggest thing for me in terms of St. Clair County is that because it's such a low number of percentage of people that have college education, I feel that that's representative of a large number that would be first generation students, and certainly some right out of high school and some coming back when you're older. So I think we all know when you're a little older, you have a whole different set of responsibilities, and fitting in college is a hard thing to do, particularly when you hear other areas that say, is it really even worth it? So I think as an older person, you have a lot more juggling to do, and how does college fit into that? And I think that's something I can definitely relate to.
With our younger students coming in, and you said you went back as an older student, we have a lot of our high school students coming in through the middle college and things. Do you see any philosophical problems with that?
Certainly, having been a substitute teacher, I would have some concerns about their readiness for college. I know that some students that I've encountered are not quite really ready for college, so that certainly would be an issue that needs to be looked at. How are they integrating with the regular classes? How are the classes set up to accommodate them? Should the classes be set up to accommodate them? How do they work with the older student? How do the two mesh together? So I think there's things that definitely need to be considered, not just say, yay, let's go. Definitely want to take a good look at things because they are very different in terms of where they're coming from before they get to the classroom, for sure.
I was kind of blown away. We had a meeting and with somebody from Greece, and I have a question about the stand, what kind of selection process do you have for students coming to the college? And he said, we couldn't have it's come one, come all, and it does hurt certain students who are just not ready. I really think there should be what's wrong with the selection process? You're helping people by saying, you're not ready, and enjoy high school.
Yeah.
So I'm concerned about that.
I've heard some of those concerns, and it's something I think that should definitely be examined more closely in how that entire relationship is set up and how that's working. And so I think there's a lot more, a definite area to take a very close look at what's going on with that story. Because again, I know some of those students are not, they're struggling in high school, so I don't know how they're going to manage at college.
They're supposed to have a chance to fail, but then that's hurting them long term because they're going to be mature 5-6 years and they've got these credits there. So
Or it's turned them off of college too, which you don't want that either. So I think there's, like anything, there's room for improvement. I guess it's definitely something to take a look at because some students are really ready for it too.
Yes, that's true.
So
Absolutely.
where's the
Absolutely.
balance?
Any other questions?
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yes, again, watch